only program on television dedicated to finding the truth. Over the next hour, the world's foremost lie detection expert, Dr. Ed Gill, will use the most exacting scientific device, the Acceton polygraph instrument, to separate fact from fiction, truth from lie. Now, the host of Lie Detector, Rolanda Watts.
Welcome to Lie Detector, everybody. You know, the polygraph is commonly used by law enforcement agencies to test the validity of both the accused as well as the accusers. In the next hour, we're going to use this technology to find the truth and expose deception wherever it may be found.
Remain still, the test is about to begin.
First, there's Tina New. Now, this is a woman who gained the attention of law authorities in California when she claimed in court that her lover, Eric Beckler, actually confessed to murdering his wife.
He goes, I got the weight out of the bag and I walked up behind her and he goes, I hit her so hard she didn't feel a thing.
The consequences of Tina's testimony haunt as well as endanger her life to this very day. Then, a woman accused of a felony for a crime that she claims her husband tricked her into committing.
You will be amazed what fear can do to you. Fear can actually make you stay.
Did Nona Showalter know she was committing a crime? Or is she just trying to fool the lie detector? And finally, you have probably already heard of J.K. Rowling and definitely know her creation, that kid wizard Harry Potter. But most likely, you've never heard of her cousin, Ben Rowling. Well, we certainly have. Ben claims that J.K. stole his childhood and used it as the basis for Harry Potter's many adventures.
I want to tell the truth that, she based, a lot of the character on myself.
Ben Rowling says he's not making these accusations for money or fame. He says he's making them for family. Our first story is about keeping a secret. You know, it's what a best friend is supposed to do. But what if that secret is so horrific? Do you tell? Even if you can't prove it, or telling puts your life in jeopardy, what do? Well, Tina New claims her then boyfriend, Eric Beckler, made a drunken confession that he murdered his wife. Tina suddenly became the only thing that stood between Eric and what you might call the perfect crime. Our story begins on a sunny summer day on the Pacific Ocean. Eric Beckler and his wife Peggy rent a boat to celebrate their wedding anniversary. The couple is having problems with their relationship, and this boat ride is a step toward reviving the romance. At some point during the romantic afternoon, the couple makes love, drinks, and enjoys each other's company as they laze away the day. It's at this point in the story that things start to go horribly wrong. Eric would tell police that Peggy, in a freak accident, fell off the couple's wave runner. Beckler also says he grabbed a boogie board and began frantically yelling for his missing wife. Rescuers spot the riderless wave runner grinding circles in the open water, and they find Beckler floating atop the boogie board. Beckler explains what happened to his wife, and a search immediately begins to find the missing Peggy. Sadly, her body was never found. Tina met Eric 3 months later, and the two soon found themselves involved in a romantic relationship. During their time together, Tina claims that Eric, while high on drugs, made a surprising admission. Eric Beckler confessed to killing his wife. The motive was simple. The marriage was on the rocks and Beckler didn't want to give up their extravagant lifestyle. Everything, by the way, spent on Peggy's dime. Her death would also bring a $2 million insurance policy payout. Beckler also told Tina that he hit his wife over the head, weighted her down, and then dumped her lifeless body overboard into the sea. Tina says she agonized over what to do and finally decided to confide her secret to the police. The authorities settled on a plan. Tina would wear a wire in hopes of getting Eric to confess his crime, with the cops secretly listening to his every damning word.
Do you understand how serious this is? And I don't want to be in the middle of it.
The plan did not work. Eric never confessed a second time. Still, authorities were convinced that Tina was telling the truth and used her testimony to send Eric away to prison. According to Tina, however, Eric's sentencing has not brought her peace. Because even though he's behind bars, Tina lives every day frightened that Eric will find a way to seek revenge. Today, Tina wants to prove that her word is solid, not just hearsay. and she hopes the lie detector will prove that the right man now sits locked in a cell for killing Peggy Beckler.